This video did not exist until you directed your attention toward it. Your consciousness literally collapsed an infinite wave of digital probabilities to bring this exact message onto your screen right now. Today we are diving deep into the profound mystery of the observer effect and your connection to the quantum field. If you have been seeing a specific animal repeatedly, you are about to discover that this is not just a random event, nor is it merely a traditional spirit guide. By the end of this transmission, you will completely understand your true power as the conscious creator of your physical reality. Tell me, have you ever felt that reality is speaking directly to you, using the natural world as its voice? To truly grasp what is happening when an animal repeatedly enters your life, we must first understand the metaphysical architecture of our universe. The quantum field is not just a scientific theory. From an esoteric perspective, it is the living, breathing canvas of creation. It is an infinite ocean of probability waves containing every possible event, timeline, and physical form. Nothing is fixed until it is observed. Observation, in this spiritual context, is not a passive act of just looking at something with your eyes. It is an intensely active process. Your thoughts, your beliefs, and your deep emotional frequencies act as the energetic blueprint that forces the quantum field to organize itself into physical matter. You are not walking through a pre-made world. You are actively painting the world into existence with every single frequency you emit. When you understand this, the physical world ceases to be a random environment and becomes a direct mirror of your inner state. But what if I tell you that the animal you keep seeing is not a separate being sent from a distant realm? To understand this, we must shatter the illusion of separation. You have been taught from birth that you end exactly where your skin ends, and that the rest of the world is just a chaotic, unpredictable environment happening outside of you. This is the greatest deception of the human experience. In the quantum field, there is absolute zero empty space. There is only an infinite, interwoven ocean of vibrating energy. When you walk down the street and repeatedly lock eyes with a stray cat, or when a specific bird keeps landing on your windowsill day after day, you are not experiencing a random, disconnected event. Your consciousness is projecting a very specific frequency, and the field is obediently arranging the atomic structure of your reality to match it. The animal is simply a localized concentration of your own energy, manifesting in a biological form. It is a physical echo of your internal state. You are looking into a mirror, but because the mirror is made of flesh, bone, and feathers, you fail to recognize your own reflection. As long as you believe the animal is external, you give away your power. The moment you realize it is an extension of your own field, you become the active architect of your destiny. This brings us to the profound concept of the vibrational marker. Think of a vibrational marker as a cosmic GPS coordinate for your soul. In the vast, limitless expanse of the quantum field, how do you know where your consciousness is currently residing? The field provides feedback through these markers. When you repeatedly encounter a specific animal, that creature acts as a physical anchor for a specific bandwidth of frequency. It is the universe's way of showing you your current point of attraction. If your internal state is constantly shifting, your reality will reflect chaos. But when you lock into a specific energetic vibration, the field responds by presenting you with a repeating symbol. The animal is the physical translation of the energetic vibration you are holding the longest. It is not bringing you a message from the outside. It is revealing the message you are continuously broadcasting from the inside. Recognizing this marker allows you to objectively analyze your own energetic output without judgment. You are literally seeing the shape of your own aura manifested in the physical world. Now, let us examine how your thoughts actually collapse reality. In quantum mechanics, a particle exists in a state of superposition, meaning it is everywhere and nowhere all at once, until a conscious observer measures it. Apply this esoteric truth to your daily life. The animal you see did not exist in your specific timeline until your energetic frequency demanded its presence. Your dominant thoughts act as the measurement tool. If you are deeply immersed in thoughts of freedom and expansion, you collapse the wave function to manifest birds of prey, like hawks or eagles, soaring into your field of vision. The hawk was a wave of probability until your frequency of expansion pulled it into the physical dimension. You are not just noticing the hawk, your vibrational state summoned the hawk from the realm of pure potentiality. This is why a person walking right next to you might not even notice the animal, or the animal might completely ignore them. The animal was materialized specifically for your localized reality bubble, collapsed by the gravity of your own conscious observation. We must elevate our understanding beyond the traditional concept of spirit guides. For centuries, esoteric traditions have taught that spirit guides are separate entities, perhaps ancestors or ethereal beings, taking the form of animals to help us. While this is a beautiful metaphor, the quantum perspective offers a much more empowering truth. The guide is not outside of you. The guide is your own higher self, your own expanded consciousness, communicating with your localized human awareness through the language of the quantum field. By projecting the form of an animal, your higher self is giving you a tangible, biological symbol to interact with. When you keep seeing a deer, it is not a random forest spirit coming to bless you. It is the gentleness and intuition of your own soul, rendered into physical form by the observer effect, reminding you of the qualities you currently need to embody. You are the guide, you are the guided, and you are the quantum field in which this entire sacred dance is taking place. The role of your emotions in this process is absolutely critical. Thoughts are the electrical charge in the quantum field, but emotions are the magnetic pull. Together, they create the electromagnetic signature that draws specific experiences into your life. You cannot manifest a high-frequency vibrational marker if your emotional state is anchored in fear, guilt, or shame. When you experience a sudden surge of joy, gratitude, or profound peace, you drastically alter your magnetic field. It is in these moments of elevated emotion that the most striking synchronicities occur. Have you ever felt a deep sense of relief or happiness, and within minutes, a beautiful butterfly lands near you? That is not a coincidence. Your emotional spike sent a massive ripple through the quantum web, and the field instantly reorganized itself to deliver a physical match to that frequency of lightness and transformation. Your emotions are the steering wheel of your reality, and the animals you see are the road signs confirming your current direction. Let us look at specific examples of how different animals represent different quantum bandwidths. Consider the recurring appearance of birds. Birds are universally recognized as creatures of the air, representing intellect, higher perspective, and the realm of thought. When your consciousness shifts into a state of seeking higher truth, or when you are trying to view a problem from an elevated vantage point, you begin to emit a frequency that aligns with avian energy. Suddenly, you notice crows observing you intelligently, or a flock of sparrows synchronizing their flight right in front of your car. This is the field validating that your mental energy is ascending. The field is showing you that you are successfully breaking free from dense, grounded, limited thinking. The birds are your own thoughts, liberated and taking flight in the external world. They are the vibrational marker that you are successfully accessing the upper dimensions of the quantum field. Conversely, what does it mean when your reality becomes saturated with insects? Spiders, ants, or bees are deeply connected to the intricate, often hidden web of the subconscious mind and the geometry of creation. If you suddenly find yourself constantly encountering spiders, the quantum field is reflecting your engagement with the unseen architecture of your life. Spiders are the master weavers of reality. Seeing them repeatedly is a vibrational marker that you are currently in a phase of weaving your own destiny, perhaps manipulating the delicate threads of a new project or a new relationship. It can also indicate that you need to pay attention to the subconscious webs you have spun that might be trapping you. The field is urging you to become the conscious observer of your deepest, most hidden programming. The insect is not a nuisance. It is a microscopic messenger from the deepest layers of your own psyche, projected outward for your review. And what happens when the field presents you with predators? Seeing foxes, wolves, or even predatory domestic animals like aggressive dogs or hunting cats marks a very specific energetic position. This is the quantum reflection of your relationship with personal power, boundaries, and survival instincts. If you are stepping into a new level of authority, reclaiming your power after a period of submission, your frequency becomes sharp, focused, and primal. The field instantly matches this by manifesting predatory animals in your reality. They are the externalization of your own awakened strength. On the flip side, if you are harboring deep suppressed fears or feeling victimized, the field will also project predators to force you to confront that fear. The animal is serving as a catalyst, an energetic mirror demanding that you integrate your shadow self. Whether the predator inspires awe or fear in you depends entirely on whether you are owning your power or running from it. This brings us to the profound phenomenon of synchronicity as immediate field feedback. Synchronicity is not random luck. It is the perfect alignment of your internal frequency with external matter. It is the universe winking at you. The most crucial aspect of seeing your animal marker is not just what animal you see, but precisely when you see it. Imagine you are contemplating a massive life change, a leap of faith into the unknown. Just as you form the thought, should I quit my job and pursue my passion? A massive stag steps out onto the road and looks you dead in the eye. That exact timing is the quantum field responding in real time. The field does not experience time linearly. Past, present, and future exist simultaneously. Your intense moment of questioning created a localized gravitational pull in the field, instantly dragging that specific animal into your timeline to serve as the answer. The synchronicity is the undeniable proof that your thoughts are actively moving the fabric of the universe. What happens when you ignore these vibrational markers? Many people, conditioned by the modern, materialistic worldview, brush off these profound synchronicities as mere coincidence. It is just a bird, they say. It is just a dog. When you do this, you are actively choosing to collapse the quantum wave back into a state of mundane density. You are telling the universe, I do not want to communicate. I want to remain asleep. When you ignore the markers, the field does not stop sending them, but it will increase the intensity until you are forced to pay attention. A gentle nudge becomes a chaotic disruption. The animal encounters might become more bizarre, more intrusive, or even slightly frightening. This is not the universe punishing you. It is your own higher consciousness desperately turning up the volume on the cosmic radio because you are refusing to listen to the broadcast. Acknowledging the marker is the first step to maintaining a conscious dialogue with reality. Have you ever experienced a profound sense of déjà vu when encountering an animal? You lock eyes with a raven, and suddenly you feel an overwhelming sensation that this exact moment has happened before, in this exact way. In the realm of quantum psychology, déjà vu is not a glitch in the brain, it is the sudden intersection of multiple timelines. The quantum field holds every possible version of your life. When you experience déjà vu with an animal marker, it means your current frequency has perfectly aligned with a higher, more evolved timeline. The animal is the intersection point. You feel like you have been there before, because on a higher dimensional level, you have. You are remembering the future. The animal serves as the dimensional bridge, confirming that your consciousness is currently shifting tracks, moving from a lower probability timeline to a destiny of greater awakening and alignment. It is a sign of quantum entanglement with your future self. To master this, you must transition from being a passive victim of circumstances to the active observer. The passive victim believes that the world happens to them. If they see a snake, they think it is bad luck, sent to ruin their day. The active observer knows that the world happens through them. If they see a snake, they immediately ask themselves, what frequency am I emitting that required the quantum field to materialize the symbol of transformation and shedding old skin? The active observer takes radical responsibility for everything that enters their field of vision. When you adopt this mindset, you stop reacting to the external world and start responding to your internal state. You realize that the animals, the people, and the events are all just props on the stage of your consciousness. By becoming the active observer, you take the director's chair. You learn to tweak your internal dial, knowing that the external scenery will have no choice but to shift accordingly. Let us break down exactly how your thoughts literally sculpt the quantum field into these animal markers. Everything in existence is composed of subatomic particles that are essentially 99.9999% empty space, bound together by energy. Your thought is a measurable frequency of energy. When you focus intensely on a concept, say freedom, loyalty, or transformation, you broadcast a specific electromagnetic wavelength. This wavelength interacts with the invisible quantum soup surrounding you. It acts as a magnet, drawing together the probabilities that match its vibration. The field is highly efficient. It will use the most readily available biological forms to deliver the message. If you are vibrating at the frequency of loyalty, the field will arrange for you to have profound, unexplainable encounters with dogs, even if you do not own one. The thought did not just precede the event, the thought literally built the event out of the raw material of the universe. This completely upgrades our understanding of the law of attraction. The traditional law of attraction teaches you to visualize what you want to get it, but quantum metaphysics teaches you that you do not attract what you want, you attract what you are. You do not manifest the animal marker by wanting to see it. You manifest it by embodying the frequency it represents. If you want to see the eagle, you cannot just wish for the eagle while feeling small and defeated. You must elevate your consciousness to the frequency of absolute sovereignty and crystal clear vision. Once you become the frequency of the eagle, the quantum field has an absolute mandate to project the eagle into your reality. The animal marker is the ultimate lie detector of the universe. You can lie to yourself about how positive you are, but the field will always reveal your true dominant vibration through the specific creatures it sends across your path. Pay very close attention to the sudden epiphanies or flashes of insight you receive during these encounters. The moment you lock eyes with your vibrational marker, a quantum data transfer occurs. The field is not just showing you an image, it is downloading information directly into your consciousness. Have you ever seen a specific animal, and suddenly out of nowhere, you know exactly how to solve a problem that has been bothering you for weeks? Or you suddenly realize you need to end a toxic relationship. That realization did not come from your logical brain. It was unlocked by the resonant frequency of the encounter. The animal acted as a tuning fork, vibrating at a specific pitch that shattered the mental blocks in your mind. This is why these encounters feel so sacred and deeply personal. You are receiving a package of cosmic data, tailored specifically for your current evolutionary needs, delivered through the biological avatar of the animal. You can actually test this quantum principle yourself. You can consciously intend to see a specific marker to prove your own power as the observer. However, you cannot do this from a place of ego or desperate need for proof, because that emits a frequency of lack. You must do it from a state of playful curiosity and total detachment. Decide on an uncommon animal, perhaps a blue heron or a white owl. Hold the image in your mind for 60 seconds. Feel the emotion of surprise and delight, as if you have already seen it, and then completely let it go. Surrender it to the quantum field. Do not go looking for it. Over the next 48 to 72 hours, observe your reality. Watch how the field bends to accommodate your request. It may appear on a billboard, a person's shirt, on your television, or in physical form. When it happens, you will feel a profound chill, a deep recognition that you have successfully hacked the matrix of reality. As you practice this, you will notice that changing your internal frequency immediately changes the animal markers that appear. This is the ultimate proof of the observer effect. If you go through a period of intense grief and heaviness, you might find yourself surrounded by crows, vultures, or bottom-feeding creatures. They are honoring your process of decay and letting go. But as you do the inner work, as you heal and elevate your vibration, those animals will naturally fade from your reality, replaced by creatures of light, speed, and vibrant color, like hummingbirds or dragonflies. You did not move to a new location. You moved to a new frequency bandwidth. The environment is exactly the same, but your localized reality bubble has been upgraded. You are now tuned into a completely different channel of the quantum broadcast, and the cast of characters has changed to match the new script you are writing. We must also recognize the role of the collective consciousness in this quantum dynamic. Why do certain animals carry the same meaning for so many different people? Why is the owl universally associated with wisdom, or the lion with courage? This is not just cultural conditioning. In the quantum field, there exists a collective morphic resonance, a shared energetic database created by the focused attention of millions of human minds over thousands of years. When you tap into the frequency of wisdom, you are plugging into that ancient, collective wavelength. The field uses the owl because it is the most energetically efficient symbol to deliver that specific data packet. You are accessing the archetypal power of the universe. When the animal marker appears, you are not just receiving a personal message, you are participating in a vast, timeless web of human consciousness that has been interacting with the quantum field since the dawn of civilization. Stepping into the mastery of manifestation requires you to embrace this truth fully and without hesitation. You must stop waiting for signs and start realizing that you are generating the signs. Every single animal that crosses your path, every insect that lands on your arm, every bird that sings outside your window is an intimate part of your own consciousness dancing with itself. The universe is not a dead mechanical machine. It is a highly responsive, deeply intelligent mirror, constantly adjusting its reflection to match the face you are presenting to it. When you truly integrate this knowing, fear begins to dissolve. You realize that nothing is out to get you, and everything is here to guide you back to your own power. You become a conscious participant in the continuous creation of reality. The vibrational markers are simply the universe's way of whispering, "I hear you, I see you, and I am shaping myself according to your will." Prepare yourself for the ultimate revelation. As you continue to walk this path of quantum awakening, the animals will become less like separate biological entities and more like pure, translucent energy forms in your perception. You will begin to see the underlying geometric patterns and frequencies before you even register the physical shape of the creature. This is the true meaning of spiritual sight. You are peeling back the illusion of dense matter and looking directly into the source code of reality. The animals are your allies, your reflections, and your teachers, but ultimately, they are you. They are the beautiful, intricate ways in which your infinite soul chooses to decorate the localized dream of your physical existence. Honor them, observe them, learn from them, but never forget that the power that brought them to you resides entirely within your own magnificent, quantum heart. But what if I tell you the most profound secret of all? You are not just existing in reality. You are reality observing itself. Every animal, every synchronicity, every vibrational marker is simply the universe taking form to look you in the eye and remind you of who you truly are. You are the observer, the creator, and the architect of the quantum field. Thank you for joining me in this transmission today. If this message resonated with your soul, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like to amplify this frequency. To anchor your new understanding into the physical realm, type this exact activation phrase in the comments below. I am the observer creating my reality. Now, I leave you with a question to ponder. What specific signs, animals, or synchronicities have you noticed showing up in your field lately? And what frequency are they reflecting back to you?